The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Majama ni kunoma jo imagine Nairobi are leading new spread of HIV ni Bulanda.
Imenibamba sana kusikia watu wanaumia na ukedi. Waumie kabisa. Wale washirati. Ndio wale wa style gani? Na bado mtakufa vizuri nyinyi.
Kwani rada, udem before apate ukedi alikuwa anakaa hivi. After amepata ukedi anakaa hivi. Kwani watu wanashangilia kupata ukedi huku nje? Usitake jua.
Hii Kenya watu wanakulana roho. Most people wanakulana roho. Acha tuiweke venye iko. Now listen here. 20,000 people wamekuwa infected with HIV. Census ambayo imeweza kufanywa only in 2025. Okay? Hapa the interesting part zinaanza. 13,200 ni ladies. 6,800 ni men. Na ukumbuke census ikifanywa haikuangi accurate. Na si eti iko below. I mean iko above accurate, inakanga below. Uwezi hesabu watu wote wako na ukedi Kenya umalize. Uwezi, ni wengi. But census ikisema hivyo, kumbuka wana approximate. Sawa sawa. So weka ukisema wao sijui nini, na ujue wengi mnakulana roho ni every Friday the purchase of condom kwa chemistry ziko less kuliko on Monday wase wakienda chemistry kunua pills. Sawa sawa. Really?
Majama, mimi ni Bulanda, lakini ya leo ni good news kwa wale kwa nini wako na ukedi. So iko hivi, gava Kenya na gava state tu wamesaidia deal fulani ya nini ya kupeana hizo AIDS. Unasaidia hiyo saidizi. Na so far wamekubali kuachana nini over 200 billion ikamkusaidia nini kutoa madawa ya kushughulikia watu wako mbaya na mambo za ukedi na malaria. Watu ukedi jo. Lakini manchi tena za kupigana chabetenga tiju kuna ganji itakuja kwa baya madawa. Watu wajiprotect. Ni Bulanda.
My people, Nakuru ukimwi saizi wamesema they can't relax. Lazima wasambaze. Na walisema waezi achwa nyuma na cities zingine. They are number 3 countrywide after Nairobi and Kisumu. Yani they don't want to relax. Hawataki kupokea hiyo kiti city in peace. No, they want to lead. Hii nimeshangaa. Watu wa Nakuru tafadhali kujeni pole pole. And if you are in an unhealthy relationship, please be faithful to your partner. Saizi if you mess within a second, you mess with your entire life. I'm telling you the truth. Saizi ukijaribu kumess even in a second, utakuwa una regret na utameza harvest for the rest of your life. So take care of yourself. Mimi sijasema ati watu wa ukimwi to stigmatize or what, but take care of yourself. Don't be ignorant out there. Uanze kusema ukimwi ilikujia miti, ukimwi ilikujia nani. Take care of yourself because your family, your kids need you. Yeah.
Statistics have shown that 20,000 people have contracted human immunodeficiency virus. I'm talking about HIV in 2025. I don't know if you're hearing these numbers. 20,000 people just this year have contracted HIV. And amongst these people, 6,800 are men. So that leaves us with 13,200 women who have contracted HIV. You know, tunaishi maisha ni kama hakuna, unajua tunaishi maisha ni kama tunaishi kwa movie. Unaanga kwa movie ya wananga STIs, hakuna STDs, hakuna HIV. Wase tu wana move with the flow. And then tunaishi maisha ni kama tunaishi kwa movie. Guys, we ought to be careful, by the way. We ought to be careful. Like, in as much as tunasema Nairobi ni ka Wi-Fi, everyone is connected. Please do not connect. Disconnect. If you get me. Things are serious, by the way. Things are very, very serious. Just because we've not been talking about it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So take care of yourself. Be careful. Don't just, tembea kila pali. Kanyaga matope. Ningori.
Now, one thing I've realized about this generation is you forget that HIV exists. It's out there, it exists, and it's an actual illness that you need to manage. And managing that disease is not as easy as people make it out to be. Personally, I have been affected by it on a personal level in the family unit. I won't dive into too much information, but I've seen what it can do to your mental health, to your physical health, to your finances, the breakdown of the family unit, and so on. I will talk about it in future, but for today, I want to highlight the numbers. I just want to give you the numbers so that you can know how much your environment or county is affected with this disease. Now, you can get this information on the National Syndemic Diseases Control Council. So that's where I am right now. And I'm going to give you the numbers county by county, starting with the coastal counties, okay? So in Mombasa, there's 54,000, estimated 54,000 people living with HIV. 18,000 of those are men, while 36,000, almost double, are women. In Kwale, we have 20,000, 6K are men, 13K are women. In Kilifi, we have 32,000 people living with HIV. 10K are men, estimated, 22,000 are women. In Tana River, we have 1,900, 600 are men, 1,300 are women. Lamu has a lower population. We have 1,400 people living with HIV, 400 are men, 900 are women. In Taita Taveta, we have 7,000. 2,400 are men, 4,900 are women. And then we have Garissa. Okay, so we have left the coastal counties. Now we are in the northeast. Okay, now in Garissa, we have 1,800 people living with HIV. 800 are men, 1,000 are women. One consistent thing you're going to see is there's more women affected with HIV than men. So let's go to Ajir. 800 total, 300 men, 400 and so women. Mandera, we have 1,700, 854 men, 882 women. So Mandera is the one county where I've seen a very close, almost equal number when it comes to gender. Now, next off is Marsabit, 1,700 total, 581 male, 1,200 female. Isiolo has 1,541, 500 or so male, 1,000 or so female. And then we jump into Meru. So we're back to the big numbers. Meru has 26,000 people living with HIV documented, okay? 8,400 men, 18,000 women. Tharakanithi, 7,000 total, 2,200 men, 4,800 women, almost double. So let's go down to Embu. Embu has 9,500, 2,800 men, 6,700 women. What? On my next video, I'm going to look at why is this number like that, and then we're also going to break it down to age group. After Embu, now we are going into the big leagues. Now we're in Kitui. Kitui has 27,500 people living with HIV. 7,800 are men. 19,000 are women. Yo! And then we go to Machakos. Now we on the up and up. Machakos is 46,700, 13,000 men, 33,000. There's more women living with HIV in Machakos than the total number of people living with HIV in Meru. That's crazy. Okay, we're still in the big leagues. Makueni, 19K, 5,600 men, 13,000. What is happening with my Ukambani women, girls? What's up? What's up? Okay, now we're going to the lower numbers now. Okay. Nyandarua, 7,300, 2K men, 4,900 women. Nyeri is in the big leagues. Nyeri is 18,000, 5,000 men, 12,000 female. Kirinyaga, still in the big leagues, 11,000, 3,000 men, 8,000 women. Kirinyaga, 11,000 total, 3,600 men, 8,000 women. Muranga, 16,000 total, 4,900 men, 11,000 female. Oh, 11,000. Nyeri and Muranga though. And then there's Kiambu. Kiambu is in the big leagues. Kiambu is 53,000 people living with HIV, 18,000 men. And then the women is 35,000. That's too much. 35,000 women are living with HIV in Kiambu. Okay, so we go to Turkana. Okay, Turkana is 13,000. I didn't know they had that many people living with AIDS in Turkana. 5,000 men, 8,000 female. West Pokot is on the lower end, 3,000 total, 1,000 men, and almost 2,000 women. Samburu, 3,700 total, 1,000 men, 2,000 and thereabout female. Trans Nzoia. Where is Trans Nzoia located? Because Trans Nzoia is crazy. 24,000. 7,000 men and 16,000. What are the women in Trans Nzoia doing? What's happening? 16,000. Okay. And then Uasin Gishu. What? I'm surprised. Uasin Gishu has 41,000 people living with HIV. 14,000 of those are men, while 27,000 are women. And then we go to Algeo Marakwet, 7,000 total, 2,000 men, 4,900 women. Nandi, 15,000, 5,000 men, 10K. What's up with girls? We need to have a conversation. So Baringo, 8K, 3,000 men, about 5,000 women. Laikipia has 11,000, okay? 3,000 men, 7,200 women. And then Nakuru, man, we in the big leagues now. Nakuru is at 65,000 people living with HIV. 22,000 are men, 42,000 are women. And then Narok is slightly on the lower end, 15,000 total, 5K men and 10K women. Oh, guys, let me just do a part 2. Let's continue with part 2.
Tukijiangalia mazee, tujijue mapema ndio best. Kumbuka hawezi pima na macho. Love you guys, subscribe na wapenda sana.